The 2025 WNBA season has been nothing short of a roller coaster. Records are being broken, rivalries are heating up, and social media is buzzing like never before. 3 players, in particular, have captured the spotlight, both on and off the court. They've turned games into must-watch events and headlines into daily debates. One is known for her fiery attitude and fearless personality. Another has become a cultural icon with her bold style and massive fan following, and the third has taken the league to heights nobody thought possible, transforming into the face of women's basketball. But who truly stands at the very top? Let's start the countdown from number 3. When we talk about the most popular WNBA players in 2025, the countdown begins with one of the boldest personalities the league has ever seen, Sophie Cunningham. Sitting at number 3 on our list, Sophie is not just a basketball player. She's an energy source, a spark plug, and sometimes even the villain fans can't stop watching. Her popularity doesn't come only from her stats or box scores. It comes from her style, her fire, and her unapologetic personality, both on and off the court. From the very beginning of her WNBA career, Sophie has been known as someone who plays with unmatched hustle. She isn't always the leading scorer on the floor, but she is almost always the loudest presence. Whether it's diving for loose balls, standing up to bigger opponents, or chirping back at rivals, she has embraced the role of being her team's enforcer. Fans see her as that gritty player who refuses to back down from anyone. And in sports, especially basketball, that type of energy builds a loyal fan base that in 2025, Sophie Cunningham's fame has skyrocketed because she's become more than just a role player. Her on-court moments have gone viral multiple times. Clips of her hitting clutch shots, pumping up the crowd, or getting into heated exchanges with opponents trend across social media almost instantly. In today's sports culture, going viral is often just as important as filling up the stat sheet. Sophie has mastered that balance. She delivers just enough on the floor to command respect, and her fiery personality does the rest to keep her in the spotlight. What makes Sophie unique is that she doesn't try to fit into this safe mold that many athletes often follow. She's outspoken, she's bold, and sometimes she's controversial. In interviews, she's not afraid to call things how she sees them. That might mean defending her teammates, calling out referees, or even throwing subtle shade at rival players. Some fans love her for it, others criticize her, but the end result is the same. Everyone is talking about Sophie Cunningham. And in the entertainment-driven world of sports, being talked about is everything. Her confidence translates directly to her brand. Sophie has developed a reputation as one of the most fearless players in the WNBA, and that branding has helped her gain a steady following on social platforms. Young fans admire her energy, while older fans respect her toughness. Whether you like her or not, she has become one of those players that fans tune in to watch, because they know something unexpected is bound to happen. Let's also talk about her role in shaping the identity of her team. Every great team has stars who score, but it also needs players who bring character and toughness. Sophie has embraced that responsibility. She injects emotion into games. She gets under the skin of her opponents, she rallies her teammates, and she knows how to connect with fans. That role is underrated, but it's exactly what makes her so popular in 2025. Beyond the court, Sophie Cunningham's popularity has grown due to her image as someone who isn't afraid to show personality. She has become a favorite in media interviews because she always delivers soundbites that spark discussion. Unlike players who give predictable, rehearsed answers, Sophie says what's really on her mind. That authenticity is rare, and it's a huge reason fans feel like they actually know her. In today's age, where athletes are brands as much as they are players, authenticity can take someone from being just another athlete to being a genuine star. Of course, her presence isn't without criticism. Some rivals, and even sections of the fan base, think she crosses the line with her trash talk or antics. But here's the key: even critics can't ignore her. They may dislike her, but they still watch her, still react to her, and still keep her name trending. In the sports world, being polarizing often equals being popular. And Sophie Cunningham has embraced that role like very few others. 2025 has been a year where Sophie has elevated herself not only as a player, but as a personality that adds drama, fire, and excitement to the league. When she steps on the floor, the game feels a little bit different. Opponents know they're in for a fight, Fans know they're going to see emotion, and teammates know they have someone who will go to battle for them no matter the cost. That kind of presence can't be measured by stats alone, but it absolutely makes a player unforgettable in a league that is constantly searching for ways to attract more attention and grow its audience. Players like Sophie Cunningham are invaluable. She brings the drama that headlines need, the highlights that social media craves, and the attitude that makes rivalries fun to watch. Even if she isn't the #1 scorer or the MVP, her value comes from being someone fans can't ignore. And that's why Sophie Cunningham comfortably holds the #3 spot on our list of the most popular WNBA players in 2025. She's fiery, she's bold, she's entertaining, and whether you love her or hate her, you're always going to have an opinion about her. And that, more than anything, is the true mark of a star. At #2 on our list of the most popular WNBA players in 2025 stands none other than Angel Reese, a player who has transformed herself from a college superstar into one of the most talked about figures in the professional game. Angel isn't just known for her basketball. She's known for her charisma, her personality, her fashion, her rivalry moments, and her ability to always stay in the spotlight. Whether people are cheering for her or criticizing her, one thing is for sure: Angel Reese has become a household name. Angel earned the nickname Bayou Barbie during her college days, and that name is carried over into her WNBA career. It perfectly represents her mix of style and power, glamorous off the court, dominant on the court. This duality is what makes her such a unique star. She isn't just a rebounding machine, she's also a cultural icon. In 2025, she has cemented herself as one of the league's most recognizable and marketable faces. Let's talk about her game first. Angel Reese is a force in the paint. She has built her reputation as one of the best rebounders in the league. Her ability to snatch boards, fight through contact, and finish around the rim makes her a nightmare for opponents. Consistency is the key word with Angel. Night after night, she shows up with double-doubles, stacking up stats that make coaches rely on her and fans respect her. That relentlessness on the court has given her a reputation as one of the toughest young players in the league. But Angel's popularity goes far beyond numbers. What truly elevates her into the top tier of WNBA stardom is her presence off the court. She has mastered the art of being a social media star. In fact, among all WNBA players, Angel has one of the largest Instagram followings, and her content regularly goes viral. Whether it's a behind-the-scenes look at her lifestyle, fashion-forward photo shoots, or motivational posts about her journey, Angel knows how to connect with fans in today's digital world. For a league that is constantly trying to grow its fan base, players like Angel are absolutely vital. Another reason Angel Reese is such a popular figure is because of her rivalries. Everyone remembers her fiery rivalry with Caitlyn Clark, which started in college and has now spilled over into the WNBA. Every time Angel and Caitlyn are on the same court, the game becomes must-watch television. Fans take sides, debates explode online, and highlight clips trend for days. This rivalry has brought attention to the league in ways few imagined possible, and Angel Reese is right at the center of it. For her, it's not just about playing. It's about competing with emotion, with pride, and with swagger. That kind of intensity is what creates storylines that keep fans hooked. Her confidence is another factor that makes her stand out. Angel Reese is unapologetically herself. She embraces who she is, she speaks her mind, and she doesn't try to tone herself down for critics. Some people love her for that, others label her as too bold, but either way, she commands attention. This fearless confidence is what separates stars from regular players, and Angel has it in abundance. The media also plays a huge role in amplifying Angel's presence. Sports outlets constantly cover her statements, her fashion choices, her rivalries, and her highlights. She gives journalists something to write about and fans something to discuss. Even when she's not playing, Angel somehow finds herself in the conversation. That's the mark of a true star. Even off the court, she remains relevant. What makes Angel Reese particularly influential is the way she represents the new generation of players. She's young, dynamic, outspoken, and tuned in with today's culture. She's not afraid to mix basketball with lifestyle, entertainment, and activism. This has made her relatable to younger fans, especially those who see her as a role model not just for her athletic success, but also for her personality and authenticity. Of course, like any polarizing star, Angel has her critics. Some fans think she talks too much or showboats too often. Others believe her rivalry moments are too dramatic. But even criticism works in her favor because it keeps her name alive. In modern sports, polarizing players often end up being the most popular. They're the ones who draw crowds, sell merchandise, and trend online. Angel Reese understands this dynamic perfectly and uses it to her advantage. 2025 has been a defining year for Angel Reese. She has become more than just an athlete. She's a brand. A brand built on confidence, charisma, and competitiveness. She represents entertainment as much as she represents excellence. When Angel plays, the arena feels more electric. When she posts on social media, fans rush to engage. And when she faces her rivals, everyone pays attention. That's why Angel Reese stands firmly at number 2 on this list. She embodies what it means to be a modern-day sports star. She's talented, stylish, controversial, and impossible to ignore. Angel Reese isn't just part of the WNBA conversation in 2025. In many ways, she is the conversation. And finally, at number 1 on our list of the most popular WNBA players in 2025, we have the player who has single-handedly transformed women's basketball into a global conversation. Caitlyn Clark. To call Caitlyn Clark just a basketball star would be an understatement. She's more than a scorer, more than a passer, and more than just another name in the league. Caitlyn has become the face of the WNBA. The kind of player who doesn't just play the game, but elevates it to heights nobody thought possible. In 2025, when people talk about women's basketball, the very first name that comes to mind is Caitlyn Clark. Let's begin with her game. Caitlyn Clark's playing style is electric, exciting, and downright addictive to watch. Her deep three-point shots have drawn comparisons to NBA sharpshooters like Steph Curry. The moment she steps past half-court, defenders are forced to pick her up because if they don't, she can pull up from anywhere and drain it with confidence. That kind of shooting ability is incredibly rare, and it's what makes her a fan favorite. Every single possession feels like something spectacular might happen, but Caitlyn isn't just a shooter. Her passing vision is equally extraordinary. She threads the ball through impossible angles, creates scoring opportunities for teammates, and elevates everyone around her. Coaches love her because she makes the team better, and fans adore her because she plays with flair. It's not just about winning for Caitlyn. It's about winning in style. Her stats alone prove her dominance. In the 2025 season, Caitlyn Clark has consistently been among the league leaders in points and assists. She's not just producing numbers, she's creating history. Every game she plays seems to break some record. Most threes in a game, most assists in a rookie season, or highest scoring performance by a first-year player. The numbers are staggering, but what makes them special is the way she achieves them. She doesn't just score, she entertains. Now let's talk about her impact off the court. Caitlyn Clark is arguably the single biggest driver of WNBA viewership today. TV ratings spike whenever she's playing. Attendance in arenas skyrockets when she comes to town. Fans travel across states just to see her in action. Merchandise sales connected to her name have gone through the roof, with jerseys constantly selling out. Simply put, Caitlyn Clark isn't just a player. She's an economy within the league. Her popularity also comes from her relatability. Caitlyn doesn't present herself as untouchable or distant from fans. Instead, she's approachable, humble, and passionate about the game. Interviews show her excitement and joy for basketball in a way that feels authentic. Kids see her as a hero, and adults respect her for how she carries herself under enormous pressure. This balance between stardom and authenticity is what makes her universally admired. Of course, Caitlyn's journey hasn't been without challenges. The immense attention she receives also brings criticism. Some people argue she's overhyped. Others claim she overshadows her teammates, and critics question whether the league relies on her too much. But here's the truth. Even the criticism proves her impact. The fact that people debate Caitlyn Clark daily shows how central she has become to the conversation around women's basketball. Whether people love her or doubt her, they're still talking about her. And that's the mark of a superstar. Another reason Caitlyn has become the most popular WNBA player in 2025 is the way she has shifted the league's narrative. For years, the WNBA struggled to grab mainstream attention. But with Caitlyn, the league has entered a new era. She draws comparisons to LeBron James or Steph Curry, players who not only dominate the game, but also expand its reach. For the WNBA, Caitlyn is the player who has made casual fans start watching, who has made media outlets dedicate more coverage, and who has brought sponsors and advertisers to the table. And then there's her rivalry moments. Caitlyn versus Angel Reese is one of the most talked about storylines in basketball today. Every matchup between them becomes an event. Fans argue online, TV analysts break down every possession, and the internet explodes with highlights. This rivalry, fueled by their competitive fire, has injected the WNBA with drama and excitement that every sports league needs. Caitlyn doesn't shy away from these moments. She thrives in them. Her impact also extends to the future of women's basketball. Young players look up to her and see what's possible. High school and college girls now dream of being the next Caitlyn Clark, and that's a powerful legacy in itself. She's inspiring a new generation to believe that women's basketball can be just as popular, just as entertaining, and just as influential as any other sport. By 2025, Caitlyn Clark isn't just playing in the WNBA, she's redefining it. Her deep threes, her flashy passes, her energy, her leadership, and her ability to handle stardom have all combined to make her the undisputed most popular player in the league. So, when we talk about the top 3 most popular WNBA players in 2025, there's no debate about who sits at number 1. It's Caitlyn Clark, the superstar, the game changer, and the icon of a new era. And there you have it, the top 3 most popular WNBA players of 2025. From Sophie Cunningham's fiery confidence, to Angel Reese's bold personality and dominance in the paint, all the way to Caitlyn Clark's unmatched superstar power. These 3 athletes aren't just playing basketball. They are rewriting the future of the league. What makes this list so fascinating is how different each player is. Sophie brings the edge, the energy, and the spark that keeps fans talking long after the final buzzer. Angel Reese represents the new wave of culture, style, and unapologetic self-belief that resonates far beyond the court. And Caitlyn Clark, well, she has become the face of an entire sport. A global name that has taken women's basketball to levels nobody thought possible just a few years ago. Together, they represent the changing identity of the WNBA in 2025. It's no longer just about who wins and who loses. It's about rivalries, personalities, stories, and moments that fans can't stop watching. Whether you love them or love to debate them, Sophie, Angel, and Caitlyn are the names you can't escape in the basketball world right now. But here's the big question. Who is your number 1? Do you believe Caitlyn Clark truly deserves the crown as the most popular player in the league? Or does Angel Reese's cultural influence make her the true star? Maybe you think Sophie Cunningham deserves more credit than she gets? Drop your opinions in the comments below. I want to hear your rankings. And if you enjoyed this breakdown of the biggest WNBA stars, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the players and rivalries shaping the future of basketball. Because one thing is certain, the WNBA story is just getting started, and the ride is only going to get bigger, bolder, and more dramatic from here.